Well, welcome to Drive-In Movies, everyone. I'm Colton. I'm your Pokemon Master today.
I'm Sammie, your electric-type gym leader.
I'm Sam. Hi, Mom.
Sam, are you not a Pokemon Master?
I know almost nothing about Pokemon. So, my, first Pokemon memory was I had a little book of, I remember they had little, Scholastic Book Fair books.
Aww.
I went for free, and it was one where, Pikachu meets other Pikachus, and they don't like him.
Oh, no.
And that's,
It's because he's played by Ryan Reynolds.
So I've never played a Pokemon game at all.
You have never played Pokemon?
Not a minute. I played Pokemon Snap on N64, once. And I didn't get it. I didn't really understand.
You've never played Pokemon?
I've never played a minute of a Pokemon game.
What?
So you guys who like Pokemon, did you guys watch it for the show, or were you guys more into the bigger things, like the card game?
I hated the show.
I loved the show, but my introduction to Pokemon was the cards. The first Pokemon I ever laid eyes on was Paris. Paris is going to pop up here. See, Sam, you don't know what Paris is.
There's a Pokemon named Paris?
Yeah, there's a Pokemon named Paris. Oh, Sam.
But they all have stupid
what do you think it looks like?
Yeah.
An Eiffel Tower.
My first introduction to Pokemon was my older brother had Pokemon Red, and he got blue for my older sister and yellow for me all at once for Christmas one year.
Oh, so you got yellow?
Oh, yeah.
You lucked out.
Yeah, I was a cool kid.
Sam, what do you know about Pokemon and their evolutions?
I do not have any idea why they level up. Wasn't it a thing in the show that regular Pikachu, Ash's Pikachu, could level up, but he decided not to because of, I don't know, he's cuter that way?
In a very emotional episode.
Okay, I kind of remember that episode.
In which Lieutenant Surge offered the Thunderstone, or as Lieutenant Surge always said in the anime, the Thunderstone. And Pikachu was like, nah, brah, I'm happy being Pikachu. I'm happy as who I am. That's what Pokemon taught us.
Yeah, it's basically a microcosm of the entire show because none of the children ever grow up.
Yeah. We're about to go see Detective Pikachu.
Oh, did we not say that?
We did not say that.
Oh, yeah, we're seeing Detective Pikachu.
We're about to go see Detective Pikachu.
Should be pretty clear.
And Sam...
It'll be in the thumbnail. We're gonna list some Pokemon and some different drugs. And you're gonna say, well, I'm gonna name something. You tell me if it's the name of a Pokemon or the name of a drug.
Got it.
Okay. Trazodone.
That's a drug.
Fumara.
Pokemon?
Cyndaquil.
Pokemon?
Staravia.
Drug.
Ooh.
Was I wrong?
It's actually Staravia. I kind of cheated it a little. What about Cresselia?
Cresselia.
Cresselia.
I'm gonna say Pokemon.
I think it's actually Cresselia, but yeah, it is Pokemon.
But you have to say it like that, otherwise it's Cresselia sounds like a...
Cresselia also sounds like it could be a drug.
It could be.
Now I'm gonna name some Pokemon moves. You tell me if it's
God,
real or
told me some
fake.
of these.
Yeah.
It's like dogfighting.
It is dogfighting, except they enjoy it. We have to remember, they enjoy this.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Yeah.
Hard body. Real or fake?
Fake.
Mean look.
Real.
Nice.
Bug bite.
Fake.
Ooh, no.
Maul.
Real.
Nope.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
That's too dark.
Flash cannon.
Real.
Dream eater.
Real.
Alright.
Glare.
Real.
Spaghetti slap.
Fake.
Damn it. I thought that would trip him up.
Big loose spaghetti slap.
Brain blast.
That's Jimmy Neutron. Pokemon die.
Yeah. There's a whole lavender town.
Yeah, one of them
About
has
death.
to wear their mother's head, so yes,
I
Pokemon
guess
has
they
to
do
die.
die.
They don't die in battle though. They just die of old age or sadness. I think.
Convenient.
Sad. So Ryan Reynolds is Detective Pikachu in this film.
Which I'm all here for.
You're all here for. I don't know, because I think that there are other actors out there who could have done the job just as well. Mr. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, perhaps.
Why was he telling me I was buff?
Danny DeVito just feels so obvious, but
Yeah.
apparently they thought it was so obvious that they actually
No,
did test
The
footage
internet
of him.
was begging for it.
I know.
We
It was pretty great.
We deserve DeVito.
we
Yeah.
deserved this. I personally have kind of a thing against Ryan Reynolds. Not against him, just like him. You know what I mean?
Or a surround.
Yeah, you know, some actors are just no,
It's not him.
don't care for it.
But
I
it
don't
could
know.
have been Daniel DeVito,
Yeah,
his
that would've
Christian
been great.
name.
Danny DeVito would have been great.
I'm gonna get real weird with it.
Danny DeVito has any role though. There's literally no role ever that.
The reason why I like Danny DeVito is because it's like grizzledy, which is why I thought that another good funny choice would be like Vin Diesel.
That would be pretty funny.
She's mumbling about family.
I don't have friends.
Because it's normally like a tiny Japanese woman who's like, hey, happy. She's like really cute. So having somebody's a little seen some shit. That's better to me.
Well, apparently fun.
I don't know about this Detective Pikachu movie though. We'll see. The Pokemon Pikachu looks cute.
Pikachu looks really cute.
But then for every Pikachu in the trailer, there's like a Mr. Mime.
Yeah, but I think,
true.
But to me, if this movie embraces how terrifying and weird it is, that's gonna be better. Like, it just seems very bizarre and silly, and I hope it embraces it.
And I think it looks fun. I like the trailer and the Holding Out for Hero. I liked all of it.
I do like all the 80s music that's the
yeah, and I like the colorful vibe. It seems like it has a lot of energy and a lot of like positive, fun spirit. Like, I couldn't say the same thing about, Nightmare Sonic.
Sam, do you think that this movie will turn you into a person who has opinions on which is the hottest Pokemon?
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't want to portray myself as a soothsayer,
All right, well.
On that fun note,
let's do this. Let's go catch them all.
We're only going to watch them kill each other for sport.
Oh, yeah, that's
why are
fun.
your child locks?
Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
We resisted the whole movie.
So when we got our tickets to the movie, they gave us these Pokemon cards here. I'm gonna open them up, see who I got, see who wants to trade.
Oh, I got Detective Pikachu.
I got Detective Pikachu.
I can't open mine. I got Detective Pikachu and Morlo.
All right. Well, what did you guys think?
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Script was bad.
Yeah,
it was a bad script.
Not great. But you know what was great?
What was great?
Ryan Reynolds' Pikachu.
I agree.
Yeah.
That was delightful. I
Ryan,
had quite a time.
It was like anytime story was happening in this movie, it was not about it.
No.
It was boring.
But when there were cute, fluffy creatures,
every time a Pokemon was on screen, it was great.
It was wonderful.
Like I was into it. They were all well animated. They're all charming looking.
More so than I felt like the script was bad, it was just like there was something with the pacing in this movie that was just, oh my god, it was slow as fuck. And like it worked whenever Ryan Reynolds was on screen as Pikachu. It was just like, okay, like we're snapping through. It's funny. All the Psyduck jokes made me laugh. Every time there's a Psyduck anything, I'd like laugh really hard.
Yeah.
Psyduck was an MVP.
People that really showed up for this movie was Ryan Reynolds and the cinematographer. Okay, maybe even not the cinematographer, but like the lighting and stuff, like the colorfulness of it. Like I thought that was all like real dope. But one thing that normally I don't notice these sort of things as much as I did, but there was like a weird thing with sound design in this movie where there were like 2 channels of audio, and this isn't like nerdy shit, I swear. Like I think this matters because it was like all you could hear was the characters talking and the music, but there was no like action, there was no like rustling of papers, there was no background voices in the city of people talking or in like a big like arena scene.
There was a big like in the trailer you see the Loudreds and like the DJs in the like Pokemon battle scene. That was where it really stood out to me, and then also in like all the climax. I definitely noticed that in the Loudred scene a lot. Also, there were a lot of like poo and like pee jokes, like toilet humor.
There was some toilet humor.
Like Pikachu said at one point, it was actually kind of funny when he did that.
I laughed.
He was like, he was like, what is that? And Pikachu was like, oh, sorry, my tummy's rumbling from all the coffee. Like he farted. And then Pikachu later was like,
I pissed myself.
Basically,
I
he pissed on the bar stool. Like,
I thought it was hilarious.
Those jokes are in there for Sam.
Sam and 8-year-old boys.
Here's a question I have. Now that we've seen Detective Pikachu, has there ever been a good video game movie?
I would say this was like fine.
I'd say this is the best video
This is
game
the best
I've
one
ever
I've seen.
There's a lot I did like about it.
I enjoyed
Just like
this
the actual
movie.
story's boring.
The pacing thing was so weird to me, and the fact that it was like, where was your sound designer on this? Like, that was so weird to me. It just felt so, it was like, it just made so many scenes just feel like, okay, we're just paying attention to like the main thing, but you can't like hear voices in the background. It like sucked you into the focus of like the main story too much, but there wasn't enough going on to like engage your attention. It was just odd.
Let's do spoilers.
Okay.
We're almost through the game.
So spoilers. There's a scene where they go to like a Pokemon genetics lab, and there's like a scene. They're like, "Oh, this is the Torterra growth room or whatever."
They're doing
and there were just a bunch of
experiment.
regular-sized Torterras. Sam, Torterra is the land tortoise Pokemon.
You're pronouncing tortilla wrong.
You gotta.
It was
throw 'em a
stupid.
bone. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Can we talk about that female character really quick?
Sure, let's talk about her.
Did she give you a place with the lampshade? Well, I guess she actually like did do things in the plot, but she didn't really have
Not
like, a
really.
personality.
What did she do?
She?
Yeah.
God, that whole character really pissed me off. Because the point is that she was an unpaid intern, but she was really smart and all this stuff. And I'm like, cool, that's cool. But after the first conversation, Pikachu was calling him lover boy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah,
Like,
he has that line to her. They're like running from danger. She's like, well, this girl. Da, da. I was just like, slow down there, kid. Like this.
a girl talked to me, therefore.
Yeah.
Would you go see it again? Would you pay more money to go again?
I wouldn't go see it again, but I might tell someone you might have a good time seeing it.
This is definitely probably a movie that in the future I might like put on and like skip to like the best bits, aka all the bits where there's Pokemon, and not those 10-minute stretches where there would suddenly be no Pokemon.
This is a movie where I would watch the YouTube compilation of the best, funniest moments.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. That's that sort of movie. You know what, though? I will say I would be open to doing more Pokemon movies, but don't let Rob Letterman do them. Get the dudes who made Bumblebee that had heart and
I
like...
cried.
Yeah, so like get some of that in Pokemon.
Here's the thing. If there's emotional beats in a movie and I'm not crying, you didn't do it right.
Sam, do you want a Pokemon now? I want a little Pokemon friend, and I don't even like animals.
Whose would yours be?
You know, I was having some Squirtle envy in that movie, but also that Psyduck was so
I could
freaking
see you with a
precious.
Psyduck. That would be good. Colton and a Psyduck.
Psyduck was stealing my heart. Psyduck would start getting stressed out, and like that was when I was the most emotionally involved in the movies. When Psyduck started getting stressed out, I was like, "No, protect that poor baby!" If we get enough people saying we should, Sam, you should play your first Pokemon game.
Okay.
Aww.
Well, Ryan Reynolds, you won us over. It's so great to be Danny DeVito, but okay, this time, maybe in the sequel.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right. Get all up.
Let's go see a movie again sometime.